Sometimes some very serious decision has to be made when betrayal is made instantly. Check out the scene here from Spook that sits by the door.
And why should you feel threatened by the freedom fighters?
Because I am, and you are too.
How?
You know how. Look, all the progress we've made over the last few years will be wiped out if this thing isn't stopped soon. I heard even your foundation is on its way out.
Well, no. They decided to increase the budget and the staff.
Yeah? My husband was dismissed from the hospital. And he was the first and only Negro at a white hospital staff in the city.
Well, what is the connection between your husband and the freedom fighters?
Dan, that is the whole point. Innocent and decent people are suffering because of niggas who know nothing but hate and revenge.
And it's all the niggas' fault, right?
Look, don't romanticize those people, Dan. They're not beautiful.
Only by contrast.
Dan, those freedom fighters are murderers.
Hey, listen, it didn't figure to be long before those niggas realized that you don't have no win throwing a bet at somebody with a gun.
Dan, whose side are you on?
Your side. We're in the same bed. Making the best of a bad scene.
I think he's mixed up with those black freedom fighters.
Dan, you gotta be kidding.
I am sure of it. We were talking and I don't know, he just for a minute he was like he used to be.
Yeah. He was something else when he was in college. And that was before all this became fashionable.
He was defending those animals. Then he caught himself. And he said all the right things, but it just wasn't him. It just wasn't the man I know.
Took exhaustion intelligence. Gig takes him all together. I'll check it out.
Pete, I am doing the right thing.
Come on. Just put your coat down right there. Come on.
What is this, dog?
Come on, Uncle Tom. Come on!
Uncle what?
Uncle Tom, up against the wall. Come on, up against the wall. Spread your feet out. Come on.
Hey, easy. What is this? Some kind of joke, man?
Yeah, that's a joke. The joke is on me. I've been looking all over for Uncle Tom, and here you are under my nose. Cool Dan Freeman. Only digging sports cars and bread. Good clothes and chicks. Beautiful cover, man.
And when I think about it, I mean, really think about it. Now, would I risk all of this for that?
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about that, man. I got enough evidence to take you in, and that's what I'm gonna do.
What evidence?
Oh, them tapes, man. Them Uncle Tom propaganda tapes that you cats spread around the ghetto. Well, I listened to them over and over again. And it's you, Dan. It's your voice.
You gotta be crazy.
Well, we'll see if a voice print proves whether I'm crazy or not.
Now what?
Now what? Well, the scene is over. But one thing. Are you working with the commies like they say? Who's behind you?
How come there gotta be somebody behind me?
Oh, come on, man. Don't put me on. No. The FBI says it's the most sophisticated underground movement in the Western Hemisphere. The work of an expert.
An expertise is white man's monopoly, right, Dawes? Well, I am an expert. I spent 5 years flunking to become an expert.
This gun makes me an expert.
You big man with that gun and that badge. You know, Dawes, you want to have it both ways. You want to pat on your head from Whitey, and you want to love and respect your people. But you can't be with your people without betraying that badge. And you can't be a cop without betraying your people, you hypocrite.
You think nobody else feels the way you do? You think you're the only nigger with a sense of an outrage?
Well, then hit back, join us. We can use you. We got undercover people on the force.
On the force?
That's right. But
who?
Nobody with your rank. Come on, join us, Tom.
And you're using kids.
Who else am I going to involve? People like you and me? The kids are our only hope. And I got to them before they got jailed or killed or turned into Dawsons. And now they'll do anything to be free.
said you were free, man.
Well, Thomas, even on the wrong end of your gun, I'm a lot freer than you are.
It's Dawson.
Hey, man. Dawson's your main man. You know, that would be like me killing Dad.
Yeah. Maybe one day you'll have to kill Daddy. Or him, you. You think we're playing games, killing white strangers? There are a lot of Dawsons out there. And some of them will try to stop us. But anybody gets between us and freedom has got to go. Now, that's anybody. You got the airborne out there now. If 40% of those troops are black, maybe they'll help us. And maybe they won't. But in the meantime, if you hesitate with any one of them because he's black, just once, you'll be one dead cobra. Now, if you ain't ready to pay them kind of dues, now you get out and go back to doing nothing, but don't tell me who I killed and what it cost me to do it. Get him out of here. Get him out.
Right, sir.
It is now conditional red. All fighters in the field. You alert our groups everywhere. You remember? Don't quit until you either win or you die.
Outbreak in the black section of Oakland brings to a total of 8 the number of uprisings by black guerrillas in cities across the nation. The president has declared a state of national emergency.
I wonder, can anyone see this tape say that they're free? Or could they say what they're doing to fight for their freedom? Holler back if you like. Thank you.